Thank you. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, based on your locations. My name is Hiroki ISHIDA, the director of AAIC. Today, I'm going to take the example of the project in Kenya. Already, Mr. Takahashi from GC explained the process procedures of the JCM project. So maybe what I can provide is how it does look like, also what kind of company applied, and what kind of challenge also timeline you can expect. To begin, briefly allow me to explain who AIC is. We are investment and consulting firm, has various offices in this continent, Africa. I've been based in Nairobi, Kenya since 2015, and also in charge of the East and North African countries. As AIC, we do several businesses like consulting services, also fund management, but today I'd like to focus more on the JCM project. Last year in 2022, there are 40 projects selected by JCM globally. And out of those, 4 projects were in Africa, and 3 of them were represented by AIC as. And though the number of projects in Africa is limited, but it doesn't imply that the appetite of JCM is low in Africa. Just the matter of number by the countries who has a partnership agreement with the Japanese government. And now Tunisia has a partnership, and also I expect maybe more projects will be selected from this continent. And today, I'm going to explain the project number 1 and the number 2. The first one is Unga Group, which one of the largest and maybe oldest millers in East Africa. And everybody knows in Kenya because they manufacture the maize flour, also wheat flour, which is essential food for Kenyans. And by the way, which is a listed company, but it's not requirement of the JCM project, as long as you have the financial statement at least for the last 3 years. And maybe what I can mention here is that it's also important to mention about their impact to use a JCM. In this case, Unga provides, again, the essential food for the Kenyan citizens. So if they can reduce the cost of the production, which means it can be benefit for the consumers in the long term. Also, that could be one of the questions of the application. Yeah, this is a very conceptual diagram of the project, which is 3.1 megawatt rooftop solar power system. Which composed of solar modules, inverters, monitoring platform, and more. And by the way, this project consumes the whole solar energy, but still requires a grid energy. So I included the grid here. And one of the unique aspect of JCM is that they can cover both the equipment, installation, also plus labor cost. In this case, also we applied for the cost of solar modules, inverters, and JCM covers the range of 30 to 50% of the cost. But again, cost effectiveness is quite important. As Mr. Takashi mentioned, 4,000 yen is roughly $26 per ton. We have to also meet that requirement. And they had 7 sites, like milk plants, feed plants, soya plants in this country, Kenya. But also it's possible to consolidate the several sites into one application. So in case you have several plants, factory, and you want to apply, you don't need to prepare each application. You can consolidate those projects. And of course, one project is more than enough in case you don't have any other sites. And this is a photo of the before and after. And you can see after several solar panel modules. And actually that project is still underway. So I can provide more photos for the next project. Then UNGA, they had a like sustainability agenda, and one which was climate action, and they had a plan to invest in like renewable energy, but they faces a challenge that maybe the investment, return on investment, also payback period was quite longer compared to their like standard. But they, thanks to the JCM projects, they were able to shorten their payback period. Also, was able to like kind of upgrade the equipment they wanted to buy, and then it does make sense for them to in a long-term period. And next project is has two companies, and Kenchik and ABM, and also AIC is one of them, so kind of like consortium. And Kenchik also a leading poultry producer in East and Central Africa. They provide like chicken meat for retailers, supermarket, such as KFC. Also, the impact is huge into the society if they are able to reduce the cost. And again, before and after, on the right side, you can find like over 800 pieces of modules also for inverters. And it took about like 4 or 5 months from February to June this year after it was selected by JCM. And also, once you are selected, you are responsible to report the progress to the GC. So I several times visited the site and took some pictures on top of the roof. And then if you can take a good picture, that's okay. But in this case, also we use a drone to take a nice photo from the top of the factory. And also another company is ABM. Also, they are different company, but they have some common like shareholders. That's why they decide to apply together. The only battery manufacturing company in Kenya since 1963. Also, again, the before and after photos, it was 0.8 megawatt, and they have more modules, over 1,000 pieces. And in this case, ABM is a local partner, and then AAIC is a representative. But also we had an EPC company, which is not in this slide. But so you can like compose a like, consortium using the different pieces. And as Mr. Takahashi from GC mentioned that maybe you can find partner using like global match or using your network. And lastly, I just share my insight regarding like application process, how long did it take or what was challenge. So at first, you have to find the right partner and maybe to the companies in Tunisia. I'd like to say you have to find a Japanese partner, which is mandate for this project. And if you already have a like relationship with a Japanese company, such as trading company, energy company, consulting firm, you can start consulting with them. Or AIC also, we are open to have any conversations. Actually, one of the owner of the energy project in Tunisia already contacted us even before this conference and started a conversation how we can prepare for the application next year, which is gonna start in April 2024. Then once you have a kind of consortium, you can start project review, and does it meet the requirement of the project? Also, how big it should be? Also, does it make sense for you to apply? It also takes effort and also time to apply, and also you have to identify how much grant you can expect. Then application process. There are some like documentation information which is be required, and it's gonna take about maybe two months plus, and including the finding partner. I think it's like journey over like 5 or 6 months. Actually, for like Ungar, Kenchik, I explained. I started the conversation even like February or January last year, and then it took 5 or 6 months to apply. Then once you are successfully selected, awarded by the JCM, you start doing monthly reporting. Also, upon the completion, you have to provide a final report. Then after that, there's a period of annual reporting, monitoring period. It's various, but from 7 to maybe maximum 17 years. It depends on it's aligned with the depreciation period of the factory or site. And if it's PPA, power purchase agreement, it can be longer, 70 years. But if it's EPC, for our case, it was between 7 to 10 years. And this is my last slide about the required documented information. And so there are several categories: project details, cost, consortium, company, which includes accounting, financial statements, and also some analysis. And I highlighted two. Number one, the project idea note, which provides a brief summary of the project. And then also another important item is GHG, greenhouse gas calculation sheet, which GC already has uploaded on the website. And you can do calculation about the GHG emission, which affect to the cost effectiveness. And then if you change this number, also it affects to so many information, also application sheet. So also I recommend you to work on maybe these two first with your partner, and then decide if you should go proceed, and then you can prepare the details like maps, licensing, those kind of things. And that's it. And thank you very much for your attention. Though I'm based in Kenya, but my colleague Keiko, she is located in Tunis. So please feel free to contact us if you have any questions. Thank you.